the Stooges were a massive influence on so many people. And they were a formative influence on me when I started playing the guitar. I loved Iggy Pop's vocal delivery, and Ron Ashton was excellent, and Dave Alexander also excellent, and Scott Ashton on drums. They were absolutely fantastic. Indeed, Raw Power is still one of my favourite albums. It's one of the few that stood the test of time, and I still love that album. The Stooges themselves were kind of influenced by the Stones, by Velvet Underground, and the Doors. Indeed, the Doors were their kind of primary influence, and their kind of formative influence in a way. The impetus for them to becoming a band. But also, I mean, they influenced so many bands themselves, like Jesus and Mary Chain, Bobby G, Nirvana, Sonic Youth, and all these bands like that really have like cited them and paid tribute to them as like major influences. Indeed, like the thing is that like Ron Ashton was like the first of the second generation guitarists, electric guitar kind of guys, because like the first generation guys were kind of like kind of working like from each other, learning as you go along, this kind of stuff. But Ron Ashton kind of had the kind of sine qua non, like the kind of vernacular, the traits and nuances of being a rock guitarist. He was one of the first guys, like he had the schematics of rock guitar, and he was one of the first guys to have that. And indeed, I kind of, idolised Scott Ashton, or sorry, Ron Ashton back in the day. I kind of idolised him. I thought he was absolutely just like the perfect kind of older brother kind of guy. Like he was just so cool. I mean, not all of his sartorial penchant was to my own personal liking, but or taste actually. But he was just like, I thought he was just absolutely superlative, to say the least. But like they've had kind of like major influence on music, and sometimes it can kind of be underestimated. And even Kurt Cobain cited Raw Power as his favourite album of all time, which is quite something. Now the thing is, do I actually have intersections with the Stooges? And I actually do, believe it or not, I actually have quite a few intersections, I say modestly. But the main one is Jamie Saft, who like is a great friend of mine, like one of my number one friends in the music business. Absolutely brilliant guy, brilliant musician. And I've eaten in his house. I know his wife. They're great people, incredible people. And Jamie played on my Sin Show album, and I played with Jamie. Like we had great times, enjoyed each other's company, and he's a lovely guy, and so is his wife. Great people, and basically Jamie had Iggy Pop sing 3 songs on one of his albums, and that album featured Steve Swallow, who I've also played with, and Bobby Previtt, who I also played with. So, like, Jamie, Bobby, and Steve, whom I've played with Iggy Pop and recorded with him. So it's quite quite a profound intersection. And like as I said, there's several others, like in all different directions, linking to the Stooges. But they, they really had, they were like the proto-punk band who had like a major influence on the the nascent punk movement, especially the punk embryonics, they were like one of the biggest influences, and they were emulated massively, actually. Thank you very much for listening.